Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope's retaliation. Carter's actions cost Daphne and Steffy dearly. Updates and teasers for the bold and the beautiful hint that Hope Logan may be planning a retaliatory attack. She might expose Steffy Forrester and Daphne rose to repercussions for their plot to woo Carter Walton. The promotional video for the show's an intriguing scene. Hope's expression changes when she dares to peek through the slightly open door and witnesses Carter kissing Daphne. Her narrowed eyes give the impression that Hope is ready to go from astonishment to rage, which will fuel her desire for vengeance. Hope might immediately make the connection and determine that Daphne is most likely representing Steffy. This revelation is emphasized by Hope's recent experience with Daphne, during which she sensed Daphne's presence in the design studio where Steffy has been working. Hope has been putting a lot of effort into figuring out why Steffy returned to Forrester Creations. Hope becomes suspicious that Steffy's ambitions are involved when she witnesses Daphne getting close to Carter. She might even listen in on a conversation between Steffy and Daphne to learn more details as part of her investigation. In any case, Hope will undoubtedly be searching for a means of retaliation as soon as she learns of Carter's plot. Hope might discover that Daphne's real goal is to influence Carter and convince him to give the Forresters back control. In the end, how will Hope decide to react? Will she try to gain Carter's affections by blaming Daphne and Steffy for the majority of the problems? If Carter completes the required LLC paperwork, Hope will lose a lot if she chooses to break up with him, particularly her hopes for Hope for the future. Despite Carter's treachery, this might motivate her to keep their relationship going and avoid blaming him. In order to convince Carter that the Forresters are unreliable, Hope may instead choose to act against Daphne and Steffy by disclosing their scheme. Instead of being enticed to give up his control over Forrester, Carter might decide to keep it. Hope, on the other hand, might conclude that Carter should also suffer repercussions if he continues to cede control of the business. In addition to his betrayal of Daphne, Hope may be ready to get even with Carter. In such case, her goals might be to destroy him, damage Daphne's reputation, and try to woo Finn Finnegan away from Steffy. Hope may be able to take advantage of the fact that Finn and Steffy's marriage is already in jeopardy because of the turmoil that Luna Nozawa has produced. Is Poppy's drunk driving accident a tragic turn of events? Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful suggest that Poppy Nozawa might be involved in a drunk driving incident. With Poppy's world about to take a drastic turn, is B&B laying the groundwork for a catastrophic outcome? Poppy drank a lot of alcohol, which was a sudden shift in her personality. The fact that Poppy didn't drink was always brought up in the program to explain why she resorted to special mints. Poppy has opted to drink after all, nevertheless, although she vowed to abstain from narcotics. Poppy was obviously trying to numb her grief at Il Giardino's bar when Sheila Sharp served her several glasses of wine. Of course, we must take into account the possibility that Poppy may become addicted to alcohol as a coping mechanism. Since Lee Finnegan and Luna Nozawa are still unaware of the paternity truth, Poppy's worst is yet to come. Poppy's nervousness is undoubtedly a contributing factor in her current drinking, but if Lee's rage flares, she might drink considerably more. The progress that the sisters have accomplished will be wiped out in an instant if Lee discovers Poppy slept with Finn Finnegan. Lee will undoubtedly be furious that Poppy became pregnant by Finn and kept it a secret for so long. Poppy's prolonged concealment of this Finn father's identity will further infuriate Luna. Poppy caused a huge mistake and now has to deal with the fallout, even though she believed she was acting in everyone's best interests. It goes without saying that Poppy will also have to cope with some ire from Sheila, Bill Spencer and Steffy Forrester. Once Luna's paternity announcement reaches more people than just Finn and Steffy, there won't be any way to avoid the harsh criticism and angry reactions. It won't be long before Poppy's cover-up totally collapses, which will result in unmanageable blowback. As this plot develops, Poppy might continue to look for solace in the bottom of a bottle. Given the situation, it is simple to envision Poppy developing an alcohol problem. Poppy has a tendency to make bad choices, so that can pave the way for even worse ones. When Poppy has had too much to drink, will she drive? Could Poppy hurt herself or maybe someone else in a drunk driving accident? In any case, the fact that Poppy is drinking now when she didn't previously raises the prospect of greater problems. Poppy might lose her mind and truly lose it once everyone has the latest information about Luna's paternity. Luna has been captured. What comes next? As tales in Port Charles move on to the second chapter, spoilers for the bold and the beautiful hint at a fresh beginning for Jocelyn. After warning Luna Nozawa for weeks not to show herself to anybody, Dollar Bill Spencer is unaware of the issue he has created when he was irresponsible enough to let Remy Price see Luna when he was repairing the air conditioner. First of all, he is unaware that this man is not Dario. Second, he is unaware that Dario attempted to murder his kid. Third, Dario would undoubtedly be aware of Luna. Did Bill fail to realize that people use social media, read the news and watch the news only to see it? A Los Angeles serial killer would undoubtedly make headlines. Furthermore, the Forresters are well known, and they would undoubtedly discuss their murdering in turn. What will Remy do now that he is certain of Luna's identity? Could keeping this major secret to himself earn him more money? Remy keeps such a thing to himself since we are confident Bill would pay. He doesn't want the fact that Luna lives with him to be known, but he doesn't know what will happen next. Even though they were not biologically connected, Steffy Forrester Finnegan found out that her husband had lost his virginity to his aunt, which was already a terrible situation. She seems to have forgotten about her father kissing the woman he had believed to be his daughter, as well as the semi-incestuous relationships in her own family. Does Steffy even recall the paternity test she performed to determine whether Kelly was Liam Spencer's father or his biological child? In any case, she is unable to cope with the reality that last summer, John Finn Finnegan's adult daughter put her in a cage and abandoned her for dead after they had their first sexual encounter. Here are spoilers for Steffy Shattered, Sheila's Crossroads, and Deacon's Demand from the Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate Deacon Sharp warning Sheila Carter Sharp in tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, the worlds of John Finn Finnegan and Steffy Forrester Finnegan are in ruins. Sheila appears to be at a turning point. For a while now, Sheila had behaved herself well, even ignoring Finn. Even after the spaghetti incident, Sheila was able to control her desire to murder Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda. But Sheila is once again becoming bored and overthinking. Sheila admitted to being resentful about being excluded from Finn and Hayes Forrester Finnegan during an interview with Penelope Poppy Nozawa. Sheila even implied to Poppy that they shared certain similarities. But will Sheila remain that way after she finds out that Poppy is sleeping with an 18-year-old Finn? According to tomorrow's teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon will become concerned about Sheila's obsessions. Deacon always knows when Sheila is on the verge of being obsessed, and when her thoughts are going too far. Now that Deacon notices it, he warns. Sheila is advised by Deacon not to get enamored with Finn and Hayes once more. However, that may be easier said than done. Fans can also anticipate that Steffy and Finn's world will be upended in the upcoming episode. Steffy makes a valid point, even if Finn is pleading with his wife to keep trying for their family. How much should Steffy take exactly? After a betrayal, Steffy used to always want some alone time to reflect and process. We know where Finn is going, but we don't know what Steffy will do next. In the weekly preview video, Finn finds himself at Bill Spencer's estate. Finn followed something that brought him to Bill's residence, but the excellent doctor never thought he would see Luna Nozawa there. Additionally, there is the Remy Price problem. Remy promised to preserve Luna's secret, but eventually the truth will be revealed. When Bill discovers that Sheila misled him about Remy's true identity, how would he feel? What precisely does the future hold for Remy and Luna?